I made all 3 of these Trash to Treasure Country Farmhouse inspired projects with supplies I already had on hand. To make the family flower box, I'm using this box that was actually left over from a wedding centerpiece. I'm using the inside of this small embroidery hoop, a family sign I found in my stash, along with some jute and white paint. I'm also using an assortment of flowers that were given to me by a friend. I'm painting the embroidery hoop with my white paint. While the hoop was drying, I whitewashed the sides of the box by using a little white paint and a damp paper towel. And to keep with the white theme, I gave my wooden family sign a good coat of white paint. Once the piece was dry, I used an old piece of sandpaper and rubbed it around the outside edges. I'm wrapping the white hoop with my jute. I placed a small dot of hot glue on the inside, attached the jute, and then continued to wrap it around the ring. I centered the ring and hot glued it to the front of the box. Then added the word family by hot gluing it and placing it at an angle on top of the ring. I'm using one of the floral foam blocks from the Dollar Tree. After removing the packaging, I'm placing some hot glue on the bottom and attaching it to the box. I'm making a simple arrangement by using these pretty purple and green flowers. I don't have a set arrangement in mind, so I'm just starting with my purple flowers. Once the purple flowers were all in place, I then added the green. I added a small purple accent flower onto the front. To finish up, I added a little greenery to the base. It was a fun, quick and easy project using things I had around my house. My cats actually helped me out with this next project. I saved a bunch of their cat food cans. I removed the labels and ran them through the dishwasher. Using my spray paint, I sprayed 7 white and 8 of them black. I painted the insides of the cans that will be on the top. You'll need some E6000 to attach them together. Along with something to weigh the cans down, you can use sand or rice or anything you want. I'm actually going to use some of these rocks that I had picked up at the Dollar Tree a while back. To prevent the candle holder from tipping, I'm adding some of the rocks to the bottom base can. To stack them, I'm running a bead of E6000 on the inner rim. Once that's done, I'm alternating the color of cans. The cat food cans for this project are 5.5 ounce. If you don't have those on hand, any small stackable cans will work. It's important to add enough glue, and when you stack the cans on top of each other, that they are perfectly straight. My cats like to eat, so I had enough cans to make 3 different sizes. Using some white acrylic paint, I'm going to splatter the black sections. I removed most of the paint from my paintbrush, and then using the end of my scissors, I just tapped along until I got the right amount of splatter. I used this same technique in a past farmhouse video, making a flour and sugar container, and I'll link that above if you'd like to check it out. I'm making a simple black and white bow for each candle holder. I cut each piece 8 inches in length. I fold the ribbon in half to find my center, then place a dot of hot glue in the middle, then attach both sides to the center. Once all the bows were made, I cut a 2-inch piece of ribbon for each of them. I put a tiny dot of hot glue in the center and then wrapped the short piece around. I'm attaching some simple greenery and flowers to the front of the bow. I glued 2 sprigs of greenery and a flower on the center of each. With them now all complete, I'm hot gluing them to the front of each candle holder. To top them off, I'm using LED candles from the Dollar Tree, and they're not quite high enough. I'm using the center cardboard rings from some of these used ribbon rolls. I'm adding one inside the top of each candle holder and then adding my candles. Thanks to my cats, I was able to recycle these cans, and I absolutely love the way these candle holders came out. For my final project, I'm using this oval wooden tray that was in a free pile at a yard sale. The decal was worn and cracked, so I'm using a piece of sandpaper to sand down the top. Once the surface was smooth and flat, I used my white acrylic paint and gave it a good coat. The sunflowers kept showing through the paint, so I gave it a second coat. When the white paint dried, I used some of my black paint and accented the top edge. I printed out this Home Sweet Home decal from my Cricut. I centered it and attached it. I had this plastic bowl that I had picked up a while ago from the Dollar Tree, and I thought this would make a perfect base. To complete my project, I used my E6000 and attached the plastic bowl to the bottom of the tray. I made all 3 of these projects using supplies that I already had on hand, and I'm so pleased with how they came out. Thanks for stopping by and making these projects with me. I hope you have a great day, and if you haven't yet subscribed and you think you'd like to come back and hang out with me again, make sure to hit that little red subscribe button below. I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.